face.
Big old face.
What's going on, YouTube? I am HotMessNess, MUA, otherwise known as Vanessa, and today we are going to do this. The Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation with hyaluronic acid. I think I did a demo on this before, live, or not, it wasn't the greatest video. And at one point I had filmed this and did check-ins, and I never posted it because, again, I didn't feel like it was that great, the video. I want to give this another shot. I have used this a couple times, but with all the hype around the Morphe and this full coverage kind of beads, even though that's not usually what I use, I want to try this again. They have extended their shade range, and now they have these concealers that all these top influencers are speaking of. Because it is a matte foundation, I am going to make sure that I prep correctly. I have fully moisturized my face. I got some urea going, I got some hyaluronic acid going, but I really like most of Jouer products when it comes down to like complexion, the lip thing I just recently said how much I love. Jouer is now sold at Sephora, but a lot of their stuff is not like in stock, like you can do it on Sephora.com. So there's pros and cons to ordering from different places. If you order on Jouer's website, you can use an influencer code. I always use CZ15 off. If you order on Sephora, you can get your points, use Ebates and that kind of thing. So it just depends on what you're looking for. That's off topic. Today we're trying the foundation. We're gonna do as much of a wear test as possible. In the past, I noticed that when I used a mist on top, it kind of broke it up a little bit. So we're just gonna see how that does. I'm going to use their Daily Repair Treatment. It says apply 1 to 2 drops of oil between hands and apply to the face and neck area in gentle upward strokes. Can be used in addition to your favorite moisturizer or in place of your moisturizer. So I just want to make sure I am good because we're dealing with matte here. And I haven't had any fillers or Botox yet. So I do have fine lines and wrinkles. Those are things that I deal with. So, you know, it could be just one of those things that mama can't use that. I feel like I really want to find a good full coverage foundation because I find with the lighter foundations that all of this pigmentation pops through, especially my little red patch right here, and it looks like I already have bronzer on. And you can build up, but then you have texture. You know what I'm saying? Next, I'm gonna go in with the Anti-Aging Moisture Primer, also from Jouer. When I bought this kit, it was when everything had first come out, and I got that in with my little set for ordering a bundle. I think that Jouer is currently doing that. Like if you order a foundation, you get a discounted brush, or if you order the concealer, you get a discounted concealer brush. Now this may be kind of like cheating, and I don't feel like you should need a tool to apply things, but I've watched a lot of videos from the founder of Jouer, and it's almost like the influencers that demoed or tested these out didn't look before they did it. Like they went in with a beauty blender like you normally would, and this is like so much pigment. So the founder of Jouer uses the brush and then kind of blends in with the beauty blender. So that's what I'm going to do. This is the Jouer brush. I got a couple little hairs on this, but I don't think they're gonna pop out. It's got a really cool teardrop shape, and that was something that they created just so that way you could get up in there. I have 2 shades in front of me. I have Sand and Fawn, and I really don't think either one is my shade. You need to make sure you shake it really well because it's very liquidy in consistency. I don't know, I think I might be closer to Sand than Fawn. And I did barely a half pump, but I'm gonna add a little bit of Fawn. It is very, very light. But with this formula, you gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. And that was something I noticed from the Morphe people. So I'm just gonna do one half of my face at a time. This is probably enough for a whole face, but in my experience in the past, it dries quickly. So as you can see, this shiz is pigmented. Oh snap. Maybe I just needed the new color. It's almost like just putting color pigment on your face. It's super light. I feel like I don't have anything. Wish this was more of a true match, you guys. So she just would go in and do this. I always feel like foundation reviews from people with amazing skin. I don't have terrible skin, but you know, if you've already had all the very bestest of treatments and they look amazing without foundation, you're like, well, of course it's gonna look good. Okay, I'm gonna hit the other parts before it dries, and then we can always add more if we need to. I don't have under eye circles. I have like under eye discoloration, or the rest of my face is discolored. I don't really know. Maybe I could go somewhere and get a proper facial and they could tell me. See, it's like crazy pigmented. Crazy. You do not need a lot of product for this. I exfoliated first. I did all of that. We're gonna do a little bit more. Not loving this. I still want to love this because like the ad campaign is so beautiful. Foundation that moisturizes and keeps your skin good, and it just may not be good for my skin type. I don't know. And then the founder always goes over and blends everything together with a beauty blender. Though right now I am hating this. Because I use the brush, I've got skin lifting, and I wasn't even peeling before. The foundation is like bunching up right here. Is there a shelf life on this? How long? 12 months. It shouldn't be bad. It doesn't smell funny. But it won't lay right here. I'm gonna take a little bit more and use my beauty blender, and I'm using such a small amount of product. It shouldn't be this hard to work. And maybe on the areas that need a little more help with the pigmentation, I'll kind of take the finger and then I'll use the blender, because I feel like the brush is just making skin appear. Now, as much as the influencers going right in with a beauty blender, as much as I hated that, it's working better for my skin right now. So I am literally placing some of the color with the blender and then flipping it over so I can blend it. It covers everything so well while being so dang light. I want to make this work because I like the idea. I mean, like literally it's like, look at that. I took that in my little dark spot and blend it. But when I add water, look, it patches it right up. How can I make this work? Spritz my whole face and see if I can get a little movement. And maybe not pounce so difficultly or so hard. See where I sprayed, it's now lifting. I don't know, guys, do I look totally busted? Yeah, now I'm just taking the brush and I'm going really, really light with it. From far back, I don't hate this, but I definitely am not loving it. It has possibilities to it, but it's not, it's a lot of work. We're gonna try to move on and see if some other layered products will work. I just went in really hard with the concealer. Oops. It's like, what do you want? Do you want to highlight your wrinkles, or do you want to highlight your hyperpigmentation? It's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm gonna take some Lorac powder and just set really quick underneath so I don't crease all to high heaven. I'm gonna take my Tom Ford little bronzer contour. It's the Shade and Illuminate Intensity 1. Miss Penn Smith Skincare sent this to me because she didn't really love it, and I actually live in it. I don't know what I will do when it's all gone. All right, then I go in and I blend. And at this point, for it to be such a pill to blend, I just wanna see if you can put products on top of this. I would love this if my forehead didn't look so crepey. I'm just gonna put some regular powder right here. Okay guys, I'm going to finish the rest of my face, bronzer, all that stuff off camera. I know this looks like a pain in the butt, but I feel like for the right kind of person, this could be one of those perfect foundations. I think I need the right color, number one. Number two, I think I need a little Botox in here. And then I would be pleased with this, because then you could just spread it on, blend it out, not have so many issues. Do I feel like it's overly hydrated? Underneath, my skin feels normal, but I'm definitely showing all of my lines and texture. It's a matte foundation. My other problem with this is when you spray, so we'll come back to that. I'll finish all this, and then I'll add some Fix Plus to set and see if it'll hold up, because you saw earlier that when I sprayed it kind of broke up. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I finished everything besides the eyebrows and resetting the eyes, but highlight, bronzer, blush, all that kind of stuff. Before I did my eyebrows and took it there, I gotta do the set test, because if it breaks apart, I can't wear this to work tonight. I can't be dealing with my nose breaking apart for the sake of a wear test. So let's give it a go. I've powdered my whole face. See if we can get it to work. I'll be honest, I really like the way it looks. I just feel like with this foundation, there's a learning curve, and you should apply it very sparingly, lightly with a brush, maybe not as rough as I went in with, and then take your beauty blender and hit the spots that you want more coverage. You don't need a lot. I just like to get things everywhere. Now, I usually let it set, and then I'll go in and I'll just kind of push in. See if I lose any product here. Push into those fine lines and wrinkles. Fill everything up. Sometimes you gotta go back in right here. Okay, it did not break totally apart like I've had it do it in the past. So I think we're gonna keep going on with this wear test, okay? I will check back in with you guys in a bit. It is 1 o'clock. I started all this about 45 minutes ago. I like to take breaks. So it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If by the time it's time to get ready for work, I still like it, we'll leave it on and we'll just take that jump. Okay, we'll see you guys back for the wear test. It's almost 4 o'clock. People are screaming. Here's my chicken. I have my glasses on, so I have some movement there. I also laid down with the baby for a little bit. You know, just like this. I over bronzed. Okay, I know that. But it's looking okay. It feels very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. I have like a bronzer line right here. But there you go. This is the 3-hour chicken. Break room. Fluorescent lighting. I mean, can you get any better than that? Here's the update on the foundation. That one's out of order. Anyway, it looks fine. I've had to powder, I'm not gonna lie, because I am breaking up a little bit here. But I think it's good. It's just a certain kind of look, you know? A certain kind of look that I'm not always about, because I like to be more dewy, but I think it settles nicely. Like once it's set, it becomes a whole different beast, which then makes it worth it. Did I say what time it is? It's 9:30 at night, okay? And I put this on at 1 o'clock, so we're at the 8:30. I just got home from work. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. I've never wanted to wash my face so bad. I hate this. I hate it so much, but yet I like it. This is the kind of foundation you'd wear to a special event that is a very short period of time. I have broken all right here. It creases right, like I've gotten greasy in some areas, and yet I look dry and crepey in others. I don't know. I feel like I need to try this at a different time. Maybe when it's not so cold. There are so many good points to this foundation, and this just tells you how many things are personal preference. Because you first put it on and it's weird, and then once it settles, it's beautiful, but I can't wear it long term. Like I am breaking up all right here. I look real creepy under here. All my lines are here. That's from my glasses, but it's just, I've seen people say that they mix it with moisturizer. I think that I might be able to use this to mask those parts of my hyperpigmentation and then put a dewy foundation over it. I think I'm gonna try that because I don't wanna give up on this foundation because there's aspects that I like, but I don't think I could ever just use it on its own. That being said, that was my review and wear test of the Jouer foundation. I wanted to love you. I wanted to love you. I'm just gonna have to try it in other ways. Maybe mix it with something, or I don't know. It's too late to send it back. And it's not about the color. There's just something about the formula in my skin that just aren't working, and that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this whole review, messy roundup. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye. Don't forget, you can subscribe down here, and for more videos, click over here. Possibly there. There's places to click. Click them all. Look at my face. Look at it. Don't I look scary? It's like, how old are you really?